It's the last time. My camera was messed up. Sorry about that. We back. I don't know what happened. It just was freezing on me. It started pausing on me and all that. I don't understand that. But, going on with it, the boy Bulls Gotti. Let me start the video like I always do. Viewer discretion is advised. Fair use content. If you're watching this, understand everything is on the table. Nothing else. So, let's get into it. Shout out to the king of R&B. The king of R&B. The king of R&B dropped a version of Residuals today. Now, you know Kel's my man. I rock with Kel's a long way. That's my peoples. Shout out to the whole team, R. Kelly. That's my guy. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. R&B hasn't been the same since that man been locked up. I'm gonna keep it real. Since that man been in jail, R&B hasn't been the same. You know what I'm saying? Music died. Be able to make real with you. You know what I'm saying? You talking about a dude that wrote everybody hit records, right? Let's keep it real. He in jail because he didn't want to sell. Oh, they already got his biggest record. Already got his biggest record. He in prison because he didn't want to sell all of it over to them. Let's keep it real. That's why he in jail. You know what I'm saying? Leah uncle did some grimy, shiesty thing. I know the situation. You know, how the sex tape got leaked. You know what I'm saying? You hear Ali Zoe talk about it. How they was at Nikki Beach and they was shooting the Feeling on Your Booty video. And dudes went in the trailer and stole videos out the bag. Right? The same video you probably say had a young girl on it. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? When you look at that whole case, just like with the Puffy case, about like he said, she said, R. Kelly shouldn't be in jail for a documentary. I'll keep it real. A documentary, right? He in jail because of a documentary. Homie ain't in jail because he murdered anybody or he did something foul. He in jail because one, he beat the state. Two, he didn't sell over all of his catalog to these people. Three, they wanted him out the way. So he had everybody lying on him. You know what I'm saying? Problem is, salute, Panda. What's good? The problem is, that Kells did a lot of big things in the industry. Can't take that man greatness. And like I said, R&B ain't been the same since that man been locked up. Kells been locked up since 2019. He's been incarcerated. He had got bail on the state. He was able to post bail. Feds picked him up. He been incarcerated ever since. Kells, like Puff, has been incarcerated and has not been freed. Kel's been in jail since 2019. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's always weird to me about R. Kelly case and Puff case is that when I look at old boy, the Abercrombie and Fitch dude, he on the street chilling, home. He's able to get a strong defense so he can win his case. Kels ain't on the street. Puff ain't on the street. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of foul because they didn't give him a fair defense and everything was he said, she said. Y'all gotta look. They had to paint the picture of R. Kelly as a super monster. But the thing I don't like about the industry as a whole is that they turned their back on Kels. When y'all needed a hit in the 90s, in the 2000s, y'all ran to that man to get a hit. A lot of your favorite artists, your R&B, even your rappers, didn't have big hits if it wasn't for that man. He supplied the best hit records for everybody throughout the whole genre. Urban music is not the same since R. Kelly. Listen, since they put Puff in jail, since they put Kels in jail, the R&B music game ain't been the same. It ain't been the same. The game hasn't been the same since they put Kels and Puff in jail. Look how much greatness that them two dudes did in the music industry. You can say all you want about Dudes Demons. Salute, family. But look at all the great hits that Puff was behind. The air that he had, that he was able to come up with great, magical music for every artist in the industry. You know? When it comes to, Kels, every person that doing the verses, they scared to do records that they did with them, but their whole catalog has nothing but Kels records. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. You know, that man gave a lot of people big hits. A lot of big hit records. When he supplied y'all with the biggest hits. That's why when dudes say that, when they get into that king of R&B conversation, I tell dudes, Kels is the king of R&B. You know? After MJ, after Prince, after all these dudes, you know, the Marvins, the Stevies, they passed the torch to Kels. They passed the torch to him. And he's still one of the greatest to ever do it. Across the board. Ain't nobody is able to do what he did. The fuse hip-hop. Like, you got Teddy Riley. You got R. Kelly. You got Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Right? But when you able to sing, produce, and rap, oh, you a deadly combination. And your writing game is out of here. You a deadly combination. When you writing for the whole music industry, like, I love Babyface, but he took Babyface slot, in my opinion. Babyface was the man. Like, when you say the 80s, the early to mid 90s, yeah, Babyface was that dude. But when you talk about that mid to late 90s, going into 2000s, Kels had that throne. Babyface and L.A. Reid was more record execs than dealing with writing the same type of shit that Kels was writing. Just being honest. You ask everybody in the industry, they got a huge banger from that man. And I understand why people is, you know, doing what they doing. Like, I look at it like this, right? How can people get mad with R. Kelly, but People still love Roman Polanski in Hollywood. People still love, Woody Allen. And like I said, I don't believe none of what them women were saying about cows. I believe that they lied because they was paid a hefty bag. And you got agents like Tasha K. Because you got to remember, Tasha K, and this is facts, Tasha K is the same one that went on the lie on Puff. So Tasha K is the same one that interviewed Kel's brother and had what you call it, the girl needs to be an alien, right? And then same thing with Tasha K. She had the girl Gina lying on Puff. So when you got all these people coming up there and they saying this about, come on, bro. And a documentary come out after they had these people on their platforms. That's why I tell people, man. They don't. To me, it just be it's a Truman show. It's a Truman show. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that boy out the way because he ain't want to sell all of his catalog. You gotta look. Kells only had one record that he didn't own. One record that was taken from him by Barry Hankerson, which was I Could Believe I Could Fly. That one record was the only record that was taken from him. The rest of his catalog was all straight. This is the same man, right? When Ron Isley and the Isley brothers couldn't eat off of their music because they got robbed and shaft in their first record deal in the 60s, right? They got robbed and shaft in the 60s, 70s, right? That the Isleys, that he changed Ron Isley name to Mr. Biggs, right? That's how official Kells is. People don't talk about them stories, and help Ron Isley to get a bag, right? He was able to get a bag by using the Mr. Biggs name. But before then, Ron got robbed. Ron Isley got robbed. Him and his brothers. They was getting robbed by the record company. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So Kells was doing some real official things for dudes in the industry, man, that you really gotta look in and say to yourself, yo, that nigga Kells, man, you know what I'm saying? Even though the brother can't read, you know what I'm saying? But the brother is talented, you know? They like to say, yo, the brother Kells can't read. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Salute, but even though they saying that doesn't deny the fact that man wrote the greatest music you could ever say he wrote. Wrote the greatest music ever. That's why I tell people, like, R&B ain't the same, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be listening, sometimes I be listening to, I'll be listening to the radio. I'll be listening to WBLS sometimes, right? And I'll be trying to see, who they be playing on the R&B joints, right? And I'm like, yo, I remember they used to play this man non-stop. From the Quiet Storm to even in the daytime. All these radio stations. And now they don't even want to play him. Puff. Yo, they used to play Puff religiously on the radio. Yo, they don't even play Puff no more. You feel me? This is why I say, man, we allow these people to cancel our icons and we ain't putting up no fight about that. Kells wrote Thomas. How you gonna erase? This is the thing I don't understand. How you gonna erase somebody that's in history as being one of the greatest in R&B? How you gonna erase him out of that? You can't play 90s R&B shit. Yeah, that Kells joint was fire. I'm rocking with it. You can't erase R. Kelly out of history, bro, acting like R. Kelly wasn't a part of this R&B shit. Y'all can't act like, oh, Kels wasn't around. Like, the dude was all through the 90s and the 2000s. That's all you heard was R. Kelly. Even the 2010s. Before he caught his case. So how y'all gonna act like dude didn't exist? Just like when I'm listening to the radio, they playing Biggie joints. And they not even playing Puff. And I'm scratching my head. I'm like, hold on, son. So you mean to tell me y'all gonna erase the greatness that these dudes did because y'all on some BS? Come on, man. Yeah, man. You know, if R. Kelly and Puff would have sold all they publishing, he would have his freedom. Kels would have his freedom. Puff would have his freedom right now. Look at Lil Wayne. Perfect example. Look at Lil Wayne. I tell y'all this. Lil Wayne sold his pub, yo. And he had a 20-year sentence for guns and drugs. He sold a pub, right? This is how you know the industry is wicked, right? That's how you know, like, what's going on in the industry right now. Lil Wayne was facing a 20-year bid for guns and drugs on a plane. This was his second time getting arrested for this, right? Trump, they love to say, yo, Trump pardoned him. Trump did not pardon Lil Wayne. Trump did not pardon Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne sold his masters over, his publishing over. He sold Drake, Nicki, all that catalog over, and he has his freedom. Anybody you hear that say they sell their catalog, they not going to jail because they done sold their lifeline and their freedom. Now, it was dudes that regret it, and you see they no longer here. R.I.P. Irv, right? When you look at Dr. Dre, they say he wasn't going to make it. They say, yo, Dr. Dre, it was so bad for Dr. Dre, he was in a vegetable state. He was in the same state as Irv was. Like, they were saying that he was brain dead. Like, it was over. Right? He was in a coma. They didn't know if he was going to make it. They was going to pull the plug on him. Right? This is what happened. The catalog got sold. Eminem, 50 Cent, and the club, all that got sold, right? Dr. Dre made it. He's here to tell a story. Why that happened? Because the catalog was up for grabs. And if he didn't sell a catalog, your boy wouldn't be here right now in the studio doing what he doing. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Lon Mills was good. Shout out to Canada. I rock with Canada. Shout out to Canada. This video gonna be on my channel too. So when it comes to Kels, all Kels had to do was sell a catalog. That's all he had to do. Sell a catalog, and he'd have been still making hits. He'd have been free. He'd had all the collaborations. He'd have had all the support. Everybody would have been rocking with him. The industry stopped rocking with you when they are told to stop rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? And you see, everybody is told not to rock with Puff right now. You see them? Yo, he was a bad dude. Oh, I wasn't cool with him like that. It was all business. Yeah, they told that. You know? They told that. They told not to rock with anybody that goes against the grain in the industry. They giving that script. And Kels, he didn't sign over everything. Like I said, man, that's the king of R&B. They could talk about Jacquees. They could talk about all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Only one that's close to the Cavs that I could say that's like, you could say that's in that conversation throne-wise is that boy Usher. He sparred with the guard. You get me? He sparred with Cavs on records. That's the only one that's close to him. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else that they saying, oh, he the next, no. I don't care how nice the records is. I don't care. They not on that boy level. Undisputed king. Hands down. Had it locked for 3 decades. Come on, man. 4. I should say 4 decades, because the 90s, 2000s, the 10s, the 2010s, and even now, he still got it locked. Even now, he got it locked. Even from a jail cell, he got it locked. Come on. You heard him saying they stealing music. They been stealing his music. Heard what he said on the residual joint. They stealing his music and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they trying to get Drake up out of here. They want Drake. They want Drake catalog too. They got half of it, but they want the whole thing. You know, but with Cavs, you know, they know he the big dog. They know he the big dog. You know, they know he the big dog. They know when they look at the game, the R&B game, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. You know? It's not what it used to be, man. Dudes don't make that pain music. That good music, that block music. You know what I'm saying? That cookout music. Kels had that. He had that. This dude, listen, Kels just did this residuals today. Right? Did the residuals joint. Dropped and broke the neck. Everybody talking about it, right? Why? Because, my nigga, that's the dude. They thinking, yo, we gonna have everybody hate on Son, F Kels. We gonna make sure that he don't have no base. And the people have spoken that he that one. He the king. He the king. He the king. Y'all tripping. He's the king. And we knew that. They just don't want to speak on it. He the king. He the king on R&B. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They should just let that man go, man. Let that man, get that man some therapy, bro. And let that man drop some heat, bro. Let that man drop some heat, man. You know what I'm saying? Look how much people were so happy to hear that man, bro. That just show you, like, y'all say all y'all want about Kels. The people still love him, though. The people still love him, though. You know what I'm saying? People still love him, though. They love Dick, like, come on, the same thing with Puff. Like, people hate Puff, but people will still listen to all that. I need a girl. They're still, cause it's a nostalgia there. You know? It's a nostalgia there. Like I said, bro, if they would have sold their catalog, they would be home right now. Puff not only sued the biggest liquor company, but he didn't give these people what they really wanted. They not only wanted him to quit the lawsuit, but they wanted his catalog and his music. But he didn't want to give it to them. He didn't want to give it to him. He didn't want to give it to him. That's why I tell people, like, I don't believe none of what these people be saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's funny money. I know people that's getting paid to say anything. And y'all gotta look at it like this, bro. The music industry is ran by one company, Black Rock and Vanguard. CB, salute, big bro. It's the big bro right there. Black Rock, Vanguard run the music industry. They run these firms where they buying dudes' catalogs. You understand what I'm saying? They running everything. So when you got a whole company and you got these dudes running not only the music industry, but they running the country. They running the whole world right now. They running the whole world right now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even just running the music industry. They running the whole world. And if you ain't selling what they want, they get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have these Dream Hamptons and all these people make documentaries on you. They gonna rack in the dough. They gonna have your people turn against you. Like I said with Kels, they turned against them because they was given a script. Yo, turn against me. Puff, same thing. They given a script. Turn against them. You don't know him. You want to still be in position? Turn against them. In my opinion, that just showed you no loyalty, man. Woody Allen and Roman Polanski, nobody turned against them. People still working with Roman Polanski to this day. They still doing movies with him. People still working with Woody Allen to this day. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to our icons and our legends, bro, once they tell the people to stop working with them, cut them off, they cut them off. That's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they only went at dude, like I said, man, because and this is the thing that always killed me about the Kels thing, right? It's another thing. They said, I remember back in 2017, 2016, they said he had a cult, right? It was back when he did the joint with Lady Gaga. They said, yo, Kels got a cult. He got a whole women on his property, and he running a cult, right? The Fulton County District Attorney and all them, and the Atlanta police proved that was a lie. That he had no cult, he had none of this that they said he had, and that it was all a bunch of baseless, faceless rumors and lies, right? So they had no choice but to come down and expose that in the media, and people just stopped talking about R. Kelly got a cult. Then it went from R. Kelly got a cult to let's mute R. Kelly, right? After Bill Cosby was found guilty, let's mute R. Kelly. And then you got Touré, who throws this out. Touré said out his mouth, you know, now that we got Bill Cosby, let's go after R. Kelly. So this all was a planned strategy thing that was done by the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? When he went on Huffington Post, and the girl kept bringing up a case that he had beat the case, and the girl was in the interview bringing it up to him, and he walked off. So they knew what they was doing, man. They wanted to get him up out of here, and that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand how much greatness that man has done in the industry, man. You know, so that's why I said, man, you know, it's deeper than all that other stuff they talking about. It's a lot deep, you know, so you already know what it is, man. Like I said, man, if Kels do a album in jail, bro, he gonna still be the king. Tory Lanez just did an album. So Max B did an album in jail. Vybz Kartel did a couple songs and albums in jail. So let's see. We gonna work soon, bro. Let's see Kels do a whole album in jail. I think it's gonna be legendary if he do. Salute though.